Hello everybody and welcome to another review on the Jurassic Collectibles YouTube channel. Now you're joining me, Tom, again today. You guys might remember me from the LEGO Jurassic World reviews I did, and I also do a lot of work over on the Jurassic Park podcast. So, today we are taking a look at the Jurassic World The Legacy Collection Dr. Alan Grant figure. Now this is a figure I've been trying to track down for a while. I'm really excited about it, and I'm super excited to be taking a look at it with you guys. So before we crack this thing open, there is an elephant in the room that I do want to address. This figure is not available in the United Kingdom. So that is really terribly unfortunate. I'm incredibly annoyed that these figures have not been available in the UK. I think that it is a big failure for UK fans to not be able to access these figures, but unfortunately Mattel's UK consumer team have not found a retailer for these figures for the 2018 period. Hopefully that will change in 2019, we can only wait and see, but as it is, if you want these figures, you will have to import them. So, Dr. Alan Grant, obviously incredibly iconic, played by Sam Neill, who is an amazing actor. I actually met him at London Film and Comic Con in August, I think it was, which was awesome. So if we take a look at the figure itself, you can see quite a good likeness to Sam Neill there. The figure also comes with a Compsognathus, as we can see there. And taking a look at the box art in general, you can see it is absolutely beautiful. Looks fantastic. Honestly, the box art for these clamshell human figures in the Legacy line is absolutely phenomenal. It's incredibly eye-catching, and it's really well done, with everything from the logo to the Tyrannosaurus and everything else looking spot on fantastic. If we then take a look at the back of the box, we can see we have got an image of Sam Neill. Alan Grant swarmed by 3 different compies, so I believe those are the 3 different versions of the compy that come in this first wave, and then the back of the Jurassic Park gates as well, and all of the legal information and everything else that you would expect, Mattel's logos, JurassicWorld.com, and everything else that you would expect to come from the packaging of one of these figures. So, we're going to get Alan Grant out of the box, we're going to take a closer look, and we're going to see exactly what we think of this figure. Okay, so here we can see the famous Dr. Alan Grant, the compy and the flare gun that Alan comes with out of the packaging. We'll take a look at the compy first, and then the flare gun, and we'll end with Alan, because he is obviously the reason that we're here. So guys, let's jump straight into taking a look at that fantastic little compy. Okay, so here we have got the compy. As you can see, it's really small. It's quite a nice colour green actually, it looks quite good. It's got lots of nice texture on it for such a small mould, you can see especially on the feet there. On the back, lots of nice texture. The face looks really good. I'm actually really impressed with this for such a little piece. And if I grab Alan, the cool thing with the compies, it seems, is that they are made to be incredibly flexible, so you can attach them to one of the Mattel figures, like you see there. So you can see it's hanging to his leg. That looks like it would be really painful if it bit right now, not gonna lie to you guys, but yeah. You can see, you can have the compy clinging onto Alan, or if you don't want it clinging to Alan, then if we just sit it down here and focus on it, you can see that the compy can sit fine on its own as well. So, a really interesting little addition, and something that just adds a little bit of extra value to these legacy figures, which is what we like to see. So Alan also comes with this nicely sculpted little flare gun. You can see loads of nice detail on it. It's really well done for the scale of it, to be honest. A nice hammer, the trigger, it all looks accurate with nice texturing, and it's just a very nice little accessory. Now, obviously, we don't see Alan use a flare gun in Jurassic Park. It's just a flare on its own, but people believe that this may be a little tribute to the Jurassic Park arcade games or the NES game on the Nintendo. Oh, I think it is the NES, yeah. I think that's the console. You guys can tell a little bit before my time, but people think that this is a tribute to those older games. So if you ever remember a game where Alan has used a flare gun, let us know. We'd love to hear about it and kind of work out where this little piece of inspiration came from. But regardless, a really cool accessory. And if we grab Alan quickly, you can see he doesn't have a trigger finger, but the accessory itself fits in his hand just fine. A little bit on the big side, but still, you know, not too concerned. Looks pretty good, all things said. And then moving on to the main drawer, Dr. Alan Grant. As you can see, if we zoom out for you guys a little bit, this figure looks phenomenal. The colours are really, really nicely done. The rolled up sleeves are well done for the most part. The texturing all across the figure, if I bring him in, you can see it's quite hard to focus on it because the texturing is quite soft. But the shirt's quite well defined. The belt with the buckle, it's well done. His wrist with the watch. The watch could be painted a bit better. You can see a little bit of sloppy paint here. But overall, you know, it's not that bad. His shoes, again, look fantastic. The little, if we can focus on it. Bear me 2 seconds, guys. The little necktie, there we go. It's painted in a little bit sloppily again, but still looks okay. And then, of course, that iconic Sam Neill head sculpt. Now, that head sculpt looks absolutely phenomenal. I really, really do like this head sculpt. I think it looks a lot like Sam Neill. I think the angles on it are just right. The hat looks good, sits well on it. And yeah, from some angles, I think for a figure of this price point and this scale, they've done a really, really good job. Now, if we bring him back here, his articulation, his head is on a ball joint so he can look up, swivel around, up and down like the normal human figures. His arms are on ball joints so they can be swiveled, brought in and out. Same with the elbows, which can also swivel at a joint here. Then no articulation in the wrists, unfortunately. His waist looks like it should be a swivel, but it's a little bit tight, so I'm not going to try it. His legs can come out at a 90-degree angle, swivel forwards, and his knees can also come down to a 90-degree angle like so. So as you can see, really, really well articulated figure. And again, just taking another closer look at him, I think, you know, this is a really, really nice representation of Dr. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill in the original film. So, we'll compare him to a couple of other figures from the line, and then I'll give you my verdict. Okay, and then lastly you have Alan Grant here compared to the Legacy Collection Jumping Raptor and the Owen Grady from the Standard Action Figure Assortment. So you can see that Alan Grant is clearly in scale with the figures. He looks fantastic. If we bring it in a little bit, you can see right at home next to Owen, and he has a good level of scale next to the Velociraptor as well. So I think that these figures have been scaled really, really nicely. They work well together, and overall there's a lot of cross-compatibility across the line. I'm really, really excited to get Alan out in the wild on a photo shoot, compare him to the Triceratops, and see if maybe we can recreate that iconic Jurassic Park scene. So that has been your look at the Jurassic Park Legacy Collection Alan Grant action figure. What do you think? Is Alan one of your favourite human figures we've got so far, or do you prefer one of the other legacy characters like Robert Muldoon or Ellie Sattler? We'll be taking a look at those in upcoming videos, guys, so stay tuned for those, and as always, like the video, leave a comment below if you've got anything you'd like to say about the review, and make sure you subscribe to see all of the reviews going out here on Jurassic Collectibles as more and more new merchandise is released. Thanks again for letting me be a guest reviewer here on the channel, David, and as always guys, take care. I hope you have a great week.